Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Real with Nabil. This is the show where we talk about new movies coming out in the cinemas in Doha this weekend and every weekend. Our first movie this week, believe it or not, is an animation film. This one is called Rock Dog. No?
Your hand's not showing.
Oh, really? Totally not showing. Okay.
Welcome to Snow Mountain, where sheep live in harmony. But the dog who was bred to guard them
sees you. Oh, here he comes. It's in your face!
Yes! Did you see that?
would rather rock and roll.
I like it loud. I like it tight. Dad, I've decided to become a musician.
You're not gonna be a musician, Bodie. You're gonna be a guard.
This movie tells the story of a shepherd dog who wants to be a rock star. It's starring the voice of Luke Wilson and J.K. Simmons. Yep, he's in this too.
The Mastiff is heading out. What? Bring him to me. We get him, we get Snow Mountain. Can we get a red cord to go with the red phone? Come on!
The film is directed by Ash Brannon, who's previously worked on some pretty big animation films, including Toy Story 1, Toy Story 2, Surf's Up, and a personal favorite of mine, and I'm sure a lot of yours, A Bug's Life. There seems to be no shortage of animation films featuring anthropomorphic animals who think they're peoples. Alright. If you're a dog person like me and you think that dogs rock, then you should check out Rock Dog.
It's the answer to the question of my life. Mr. Scattergood.
The gates are closing. I'm completely paralyzed, Ozzy. Except for my mouth. My mouth is working, and my finger.
Next, we have another film about dogs. This one hits right in the feels, man.
What is the meaning of life? Are we here for a reason? Is there a point to any of this? And why does food taste so much better in the trash? This was me, and then this was me. Then I came back as this little guy. A lot of lives for one dog to live, but I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's start at the beginning.
I'm a new soul.
For me, it all began with a boy. His name was Ethan.
Bailey, 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 Bailey.
My name was Bailey, 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 Bailey.
No! Come on, Bailey, do it.
What does he want from me?
Get it out. Get it out.
A Dog's Purpose is about a dog who's contemplating the purpose of his multiple lives. The film tells a story of a dog that dies and keeps getting reincarnated as a different dog again and again.
We spent every day together. Were they fighting over food? No, nothing in there. As the years went by, I could tell my time with Ethan was coming to an end.
Good boy, Bailey. I'm gonna miss you.
And then it happened. I was back. I didn't have I'm a girl?
Good girl, good girl.
I had a new purpose. I was needed again.
I don't care what conventional wisdom says because I am convinced this movie is going to be amazing. It's like Marley and Me and Beethoven and the holy grail of dog movies, lastly, have made a baby movie together, and this is it. And it's cute and fluffy and adorable.
He's so fluffy, I'm gonna die! It's so fluffy!
At least I hope so.
If I can get you licking and loving, I have my purpose.
Ethan, why do you always have this dog with you? It's like a girlfriend replacement or something?
The dog's laughing at you.
Dogs don't laugh.
That's funny.
Next, we've got a movie called Loving. It's the true story of Richard and Mildred Loving. Yes, Loving is their last name too.
Take Mildred up to DC and get married.
You sure about that?
By the power vested in me by the District of Columbia, I now pronounce you husband and wife.
In here? What you doing in bed with that woman?
I'm his wife.
That's no good here.
The film tells the story of an interracial couple who get arrested because mixed race marriages were not allowed in Virginia way back then, 1960s?
Richard Perry Loving being a white person and Mildred Jeter
being a colored person, did unlawfully cohabitate as man and wife.
Richard?
I believe this is a battle that could go all the way to the Supreme Court.
I mean, we ain't heard anybody.
The state of Virginia will argue that it is unfair to bring children of mixed race into the world.
Tell that woman to come over here.
The film is starring Ruth Negga, who's managed to bag a Best Actress Oscar nom for her role as Mildred. It's a very moving, true story about race relations in the United States. And of course, things did change eventually. But how did their story end? Did love conquer all? You're gonna have to go watch it to find out.
I realize this case could alter the Constitution of the United States.
You think you'll lose?
We may lose the small battles, but win the big war.
Is there anything you'd like me to say to the Supreme Court Justices of the United States?
Yeah. Tell the judge I love my wife.
Next movie is about an Irish man who's trying to escape from the criminal ways of his outlaw family. This movie's called Trespass Against Us.
Here's the truth. You pass it down from father to son, from father, son, grandson.
That's it! That's it,
Me, I've never been arrested.
Bloody have, Shadow, 3 times.
I've never been charged.
Michael Fassbender can do no wrong in my eyes, but for some reason, this one seems to be a bit of a swing and a miss. We're not sure what went wrong in this movie, but reviews have been less than kind. But you know how the saying goes, one man's Oscars is another man's Razzies. So we're gonna let you decide.
You forget who you are, boy.
I'm just trying to look after my family.
I'm your family.
And finally, we have an action flick called Eliminators.
All right, sweetheart. Good night.
Carly, where's the cocaine?
Listen to me, all right? You got the wrong house.
No, man, I got the right place.
Don't do this, please. Don't.
I'm sorry, man.
Here's the premise. A super agent invulnerable and unbeatable, naturally, much like a Neo Batman, accidentally gets picked on by a large criminal network, unsuspecting to his prowess. And now, they have to deal with his wrath. Where have you heard that one before? Let's see. Taken, John Wick, Taken 2, John Wick Chapter 2, Taken 3, Die Hard.
I need to get to Carly. You think you got what it takes?
Now the question is, should you go watch this movie? That's it for today. Thank you for watching this video. If you've enjoyed it, then hit that like button, and of course, don't forget to share it with your friends. Do check out our social media handles. They're always going to have cool stuff from the movie world coming at you from the Real with Nabil team. Subscribe to our channel and catch us next Wednesday for a new episode of Real with Nabil, where we bring you new movies and films coming out in the cinemas in Doha this weekend and every weekend.